and welcome back to my little film and TV channel. Hope you're all staying safe and well. A film that's been available for a little while. It's certainly on Amazon at the moment, as I'm recording this on the 15th of November 2022. And don't get confused with another film starring Naomi Watts. This is called Shut In, but it's not the Naomi Watts one. And this is available on Amazon Prime. As I'm recording, it's a 15 certificate, 89 minutes. Please, if you are new to the channel, push that subscribe button. It'd be great to have you on board. I do film reviews, TV drama reviews, lots of information blogs as well. So if you can join us and leave us your comments, very, very welcome. Everything will be much appreciated. If you give that like button a smash or the thumbs up button, give us one of those, that'd be great as well. To make an old film and TV watcher very happy. Right, yes, it's a thriller directed by DJ Caruso, written by Melanie Toast, there's a great name, and starring Rainey Qualley, Jake Horowitz, Luciana Vandette, and Vincent Gallo. Yes, Vincent Gallo's in this. And it's the day it was, because I'm sure they've done more since, the Daily Wire's first original film, and their third to be released on their streaming platform, which was Daily Wire Plus. But as I said, I watched this on Amazon itself. So as at the 14th of November 2022, when I actually took a look at the scores, etc., about 6:30 p.m. To be precise, Rotten Tomatoes audience, they loved it. They loved it. 4.7 out of 5. that's pretty impressive. I'm not going to say it's that good, but that did astound me. Quite a lot of response as well. Not just a few, a handful. That's 95% positivity for this film. So either the film's sort of, if you like, crew and cast and crew got all the mates to put it on, or the Daily Wire had a big push to promote it. I'm not too sure, but it's a bit high. You don't usually see them that high on Rotten Tomatoes audience, 4.7 out of 5. If you look at Internet Movie Database, probably a bit more down to earth. Joe Public, 5.9 out of 10. That's based on almost 8,500 scores and reviews left. But it's getting a 69% positivity. So that's good. 69 people out of 100 were positive about the film. And what's it about? Well, it's about, it's the synopsis is, well, it's if you live in like middle class, even working class Britain now, it's the actual setup of it's a bit harsh, but hey, nothing surprised me these days. And it's about a young mother who's barricaded inside a pantry by her violent ex-boyfriend. She must use ingenuity to protect her two small children who happen to be locked outside. They're not with her, they're outside of the house, from escalating danger while finding an escape. Doesn't prove easy, that's for sure. The critics, what about Rotten Tomatoes critics? We saw the audience were a little bit over the top. Oh, the critics are a bit more reasonable, 60% positive. That's just 10 critics though, so not a lot. And of course, 5.9 out of 10 is the overall score. Yeah, just below that 6 out of 10 we like to see, but certainly passable. And the 6 fresh and 4 rotten. So, yeah, I mean, for critics, that's reasonably well liked for such a low budget effort like this. Let's name and acclaim some of the critics. Kath Clark from The Guardian, she had this to say about the film. This is a film with some excruciatingly wooden acting. I thought it was all right. I thought it was a bit big to call the young girl in it wooden, the little girl doing the acting. Though not by Gallo, whose presence makes every scene he's in about 7 times more interesting. I think Kath's got a bit of a soft spot for Mr. Gallo, don't you? Randy Myers from the San Jose Mercury News said, Shut In doesn't redefine the genre by any means, but it's a polished exercise in confined terror with a very nasty bite to it. Yep. Uproxx is Vince, that's a website, Uproxx, UPROXX. Vince Mancini said back in February, so this is when I think it first appeared, he only gave it a 30 out of 100. He said, Shut In is boring, inconsistent, imbued with some kind of inscrutable code, and above all, lazy, a perfect reflection of the right-wing media ecosystem. The sun's just come out, as you can see. Vince obviously got some sort of political agenda there with that review. I have no idea. I'm only reading these out because there's very few and far between to find. Film Threat, another website, Alan Nig, NG, and I don't know how you pronounce that, I don't know how to pronounce it. He gave it 80, he liked it. He was the opposite to the other guy. DJ Caruso masterfully orchestrates this symphony of suspense, albeit a 20-piece symphony, but a symphony nonetheless. There you go. Right, on to my little thoughts as the sun blinds me right-hand side. Yeah, yeah. I'm not going to give it a watch. I'm going to give it a score. Now, obviously, if it's not worth a score, I'll say so. But I think it was okay. It was all right for what it was. I'm not going to rave over it like some people have, which is very surprising, as I said. But we'll give it a 5 out of 10. Which is, it's not great, but it's not bad. It's not bad. It's okay. It's a bit halfway. Something to watch if you've got nothing else to do. And even if perhaps have it on in the background as well, which it sort of works as well. And for a one location thriller, which it is, it's all set in one house. It's not that bad, although you do really have to turn your brain off at times to fully enjoy it, as it does push the boundaries of believability at times. If you like good violent scenes, there's some nice little violent scenes dotted in it, so like a bit of blood and gore, and yes, some very silly ones as well. But as a sort of alternative home invasion, it's not a home invasion. It's a poor girl gets locked in by the invaders. It was generally watchable in an okay sort of way, and it wasn't overly long either, which helps. It's low budget with its faults, but it's okay. I don't really, can't really add too much more to that. In all fairness, it was just okay. It just passed the time, and certainly I've seen a lot worse. That's for sure. Let me know anyway if you get to watch Shut In. Let me know what you think. It'd be great to hear from you as the sun suddenly dies. Certainly, suddenly dies. I mean, it's been raining all day. I wouldn't mind. Thanks for watching, guys. Please leave us your comments. Until we meet again, that's one thing, don't I? Please stay safe, everyone. Bye for now.